Northerners are not beggars. Our governors need to stop embarrassing us. Sergio, our governors are neither fair nor just to us here in northern Nigeria. They seek to turn us into beggars, despite the fact that our region is the richest in the country. Allah blessed our region with abundant resources, yet our governors rely solely on federal allocations. We passed a time in this country when northern states used to supply the federal government, not receive from it. Yet now they lament like beggars, claiming we cannot survive in the north without federal allocations. The governors are responsible for the hardships we face. They have destroyed our education sector to the point where we have more out of school children than any other region in the country. Our governors have also undermined our agricultural sector. They should have invested more in this area, but instead, they continue to blame the federal government for their poor service to the people. They often hide behind insecurity to divert people's resources and shift the blame to the federal government. Our governors should understand that the economic policies our president is driving to improve aim to elevate the lives of our people to the highest potential. The tax bill should not be feared, rather, we should see it as an opportunity to boost the northern economy. May God bless Audu Bako. During his tenure as governor of Kano State, he improved the state without blaming the federal government for any misfortune or problems. Why do we allow the Northeast to remain in such a dilemma? Are the governors waiting for the president on presidential allocations? Our governors need to come to their senses. They are making our southern brothers view us as beggars, leading them to believe we are dependent on them, which is not true. We have all the resources to feed the nation if only our governors will rise to the challenge. Now let's see what other people have to say about this. May you be blessed for saying the real truth about this tax reform bill, because this is what the president wants to do so that the North will depend on themselves. But because most of our northern leaders are evil, that is why they gang up against Tinubu, because they are benefiting from the backwardness of the North. Northern governors are riddled with mediocrity. No plants, no firms, no companies. It is a shame. What is wrong with state-owned tomato paste processing plants in the northern states? This is why I am of the opinion that they are dull. The, these crops are here in abundance. Northerners will have jobs in plants and factories, but the governors will not allow that to happen. Are your own governors stealing papers? Not money, moron animals are better than your governors. They are only good in stealing of public funds and co. Criminals, they are sets of animals in human flesh. The begging of northerners did not start today. It is part of the form of Islam right from the time of Ahmadu Bello. I was a child back in the late 60s, attended St. Jude's Elementary School, Ebute Meta. Come to Kano State then, you'll see the masses of beggars all came from the north by train. Some Yorubas are Muslims, but they send their children to school. You don't go and marry 4 to 6 wives and make 15 children with no means to train them. It will only add to the problem. The most painful thing is that some of these governors support themselves even if they know they are the ones doing the wrong thing. Some of them even aided bandits and kidnappers to intentionally destroy the region for financial gain. Imagine a governor looting his state treasury and his kinsmen and women roll out on drums in celebration for what he has done. A people whose attached value to only animals as if livestock is only farming that can add values to life in the north, thereby destroy every form of other farms. They are the ones that indirectly monopolize education, thereby giving money to Quranic teachers so as to manipulate the poor not to attend schools and discourage their parents that education is haram. Time would tell as they sit on kegs of gunpowder. If you see how they are mining the mineral resources of the north with impunity, without any accountability, you cry for the north. Who are the people behind these miners? Of course, the ruling class. From their traditional rulers to political leaders, they are all guilty. We are waiting for the time that the masses will be pushed to the wall and break the shackles and revolt against the people that put them in bondage. Russian Revolution will be child's play. Don't let your chain smoker governor hear this. Professor Babagana Zulum is hearing this too. Can you see the justification for tax reform bills, for efficiency, effectiveness, equity, fairness, and growth? Any right thinking person should support tax reform bills. You are beggars. Go to any street in the north and thousands of beggars you will see everywhere. You are right, the governors failed woefully, but the north is begging. Life is of stages. Our northern parents gave birth to too many children without what to train them with. Senator Sani talked about this seriously last time, and it seems that we don't learn from him and Emir Sanusi's advice. The reason southern governors have kept quiet over the matter was because they don't want to embarrass the northern governors as the way they portray themselves as real beggars. We have hit the nail on the head. The thought of every other region was that the northerners were not ready to learn and work, having put the country backwards, making the whole country in the view of the whole world, seeing Nigeria as a beggar nation. You have all that it takes to boost your economy, but most of your governors need to put on their thinking caps and desist from primitive ideologies that make their citizens redundant. Yes, you made a good point, but what do you expect of northern governors? Govern respective states from Abuja to achieve in terms of everything. Is it not when you are in your house, you know what is happening and look for the solution? Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And make sure to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this.